a little 1920s music for 1920s era cars, 20s, 30s, and that was about it at the end. Wow, look at these cars here this morning. Welcome back. Good morning, San Diego, here with Dave Stahl and a collection of Pierce Arrows. And I think, David, a lot of people probably don't even know what the Pierce Arrow is.
No, they really don't, but we have an expert with us.
We do?
Yes, and it's Shearston?
Shearston, yes.
Shearston.
What is going on the challenge? Well, actually, let's tell the story.
About the cars
you grew
first.
up in these cars.
Yeah.
Yes, I grew up. This is mine. This is a 1925 Pierce Arrow limousine. It's a Series 33.
Oh, so this is a limousine?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
It's actually the replica of President Calvin Coolidge's car.
Yeah, because these were driven by presidents.
Yes.
A lot of presidents like these
wealthy
things.
people. It was originally owned by Garrett McInerney, who was a big lawyer back in the 20s. He put 100,000 miles on it in the first several years that he owned it, and then sent it back to Pierce Arrow to refurbish it, which is why the upholstery that you just saw is a little bit different than the 20s upholstery back in the day. It's actually 30s pattern.
It almost looks like Grandma's couch back here.
Yeah, it's very comfortable.
Yeah.
And then he actually sold it to Pacific Auto Rentals, who put it in the movies. So Jimmy Stewart drove this car, Harry Morgan drove this car.
Oh my gosh.
It's in the Purple Gang, a couple episodes of Amos and Andy, the Glenn Miller story.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
So this is a very famous car.
Yeah.
I
mean,
think
there's so many things to talk about on this car. Absolutely. Can we look at the convertible and tell us about this? This thing is amazing.
This
Where's
is
the owner of
actually
this one?
Billy Sandvik and Shearston Sandvik actually brought this car down today.
All right.
It's
So we
a-
can talk about it.
It's a
Billy doesn't have a
1923
microphone, but-
Roadster.
Yeah. This is the 22?
23.
1923. Now, David, you showed me this little compartment right here, and I couldn't guess what it was for, and you say it's for
Tools.
Go ahead.
I thought it was for a golf bag.
It's for a golf bag, or there's a toolkit inside there.
Or there's
that
a
has
toolkit.
the jack and the oil.
And all that stuff.
cans. And if you flip the back up, it's the rumble seat also.
So you got a rumble seat back here, huh? Oh,
Because
my
on
God.
these cars, you had to have a toolkit.
Wow.
Yes,
Yeah.
these cars
You did maintain them.
Yeah, you had to maintain them.
Yeah.
They weren't like the modern cars where you could just get in and drive it all the time.
But like you were saying, the owner of your car put how many thousands of miles on it?
100,000 miles on it. In
Yeah.
the first several years he owned it.
Exactly.
All right, so let's talk about what you're doing. You're trying to break a record
I
here
am.
for driving the most Duesenbergs.
Pierce
Now,
Arrows.
I mean, I'm sorry, I keep saying
I
Duesenberg.
don't think
They're both very rare cars. But the Pierce Arrows, yes, driving the most Pierce Arrows ever. Why?
Because I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. It's a passion of mine. I have what my dad calls shift sense, and I can just get into these cars and drive them. And apparently, from what I've learned, not a lot of people can do that due to the different shift patterns, the different pedal arrangements, some are right-hand drive, some are left-hand drive.
Oh, are they?
I've driven from a 1904 to a 1938, and I've driven 40 different Pierces in the last 3 years or so.
But someone has a record higher than that.
And my goal is 65. But the gentleman that I'm trying to beat is an ex-military colonel, has kept a list of all the cars he's driven, and he's found out I'm trying to beat his record. So originally it was 60. Now he's out to make me work harder, so now it's 65. So
And you have people chasing your record as well.
I do.
Do you?
I have a young lady over there who's actually named after me. Little Shearston is what we call her, and she just got her learner's permit last week, and she's going to try to go after me.
So she's off and running, huh?
Yeah.
Would you like to sit in one?
Can I?
This is Sean McNew's
Sean, can he sit
car.
in his?
This is a 31.
1931. And I love the headlight assembly, the way they made it like little horns.
Yeah. Well, and that was all hand done. Come on.
Yeah, of course
Tell
it
us a little bit about your car.
So I recently acquired this a couple months ago. This is rumored, I can't prove it, but this could have been actually owned by the infamous Babe Ruth at one point.
Whoa.
The Babe?
Well, this
The
looks
Babe.
like a car the Babe would drive.
The Sultan of SWAT?
Yeah, this was during. This would have been during Babe Ruth's high point during his career, and obviously, lots of car manufacturers would just, give him cars, give him a car about every month or so.
Right.
And of course, Babe imbibed a bit, and sometimes he would go out and crash one of his cars, or if he had a car for a little bit too long, he would probably just give it off to a friend or something like that.
Something like that. Well, what a great history behind these things. And again, they were only made for 38 years.
Yeah.
And then Pierce Arrow went out of business, I guess. But so beautiful. So thank you for sharing that with us. That is absolutely amazing.
There's
You got
so
the
much
limo,
history.
you got the it's so much
There's
history.
so much history.
We could spend 2 hours on this.
Well,
I don't know if
absolutely.
everybody's as interested as we are in that, but nonetheless. So when's the So when's the record? When are you going to hit it?
I don't know.
Where are you going to find more Duesenbergs?
Yeah.
Pierce Arrows? I'm gonna.
Yes, Pierce Arrow. I keep saying Duesenbergs.
I don't know, but the Pierce Arrow people or the Duesenberg people will love you for it. Well, there's only, what, close to 1,700 still on the planet, not all running.
Correct.
So you have to do some but you've had people actually come to you and say, here, drive my car.
I've drove 19 in the last probably 3 months, and I didn't ask one person to drive their car. They asked
So he
me.
just came up and said, would you like to drive?
Well, we'll have her back when she breaks the record.
All right, there you go. Pierce Arrows, not
you.
Duesenbergs.
That's right.
And the future record holder right here.
Thank you.
You got it.
And you should hear them run. They're quiet as a mouse.
Well, we will.
All
We're
right.
going to take a break, and we're going to start these little mice up.
There you go.
Someone waiting at the cottage door.